everybody. How you going? I'm just going to get into this now and open this up so I can see who comes into chat and answer any questions or happy greetings. Alright, so that's ready. Set that up over to the side. Alright, fabulous. So we're going to do resin, and so I'm going to get to mixing that straight away. So I have here, I don't exactly know the measurements, so I'm going to mix 360. So I'm going to do, where's the 120, 240, 360 measurements, because this resin is the Just Resin art resin, and so it looks like this. This is part B, so I'll pour this one in first because it's more fluid than part A. There we go, 120. And then we'll get part A and pour that in up to the 360. 2-to-1 ratio. And alrighty, pour that in, up to the line. That is perfect. Okay. Pop that back down. Okay. So before I get to mixing, I'll pop the gloves on. Hello, baby cakes. How are you? So quickly get this mix in. So I like to use, I have a paint stirring stick. It's created for 1 to 4 litre cans of paint, but I use it to mix my resin, wipe it off. What's left behind cures, seals the wood, and so I can just keep reusing it over and over again. So, mixing now. You're okay and me? I'm a little bit flustered right this second, but overall, pretty good, thank you. So just mixing it. You want to mix it for about 3 minutes and double checking that the cloudiness that you can see right now, that goes away, because that will mean that both parts have mixed. So scraping the sides and the bottom as well as the stick right throughout the mixing process, just to make sure that it is entirely incorporated. Hello. Hi, Celine. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Really appreciate it. So throughout this video, may you be inspired, learn something new, or simply relax while you're watching. So you may notice that I also have some Lego on my table. There is actually a reason for that. They are holding up, hey Mandy, a piece of glass. So because it's glass, you can't actually see it right now. But to lift it off the surface, I grabbed some of my son's Lego and put it underneath, making sure that they were all 2 rows wide ones. So that looks pretty cool. So otherwise I could just pour the resin on, put the Lego on top. I reckon that'd be awesome. Then I could send a photo off to Lego creators and say, I did this wonderful piece with your Lego. Would you like me to do more? Right, that is enough, please. It's time for sleep. Alright, so mixing. That's why I like to get it done straight away. And then I'll separate it into cups to add in the pigments. So with this, because it is on glass and I have a frame for it, so it's an old picture frame. And so I've taken the glass out, given it a wipe over with isopropyl alcohol and microfiber cloth, both sides, front and back, and then over it again just to make sure. So, okay, let's have a look at this. We should be about there. Maybe just a couple a bit more. If you don't mix your resin properly, you may risk having soft spots in your resin. Oh, hey Sue, how you going? So yeah, so you may have soft spots in your resin, or it just may not cure properly at all. And I will be using Just Resin products as well as their resin, plus a couple of glass pebbles from the, the discount stores, cheap shops. So, okay, all right. So we'll leave it there. Looks pretty good now. All I can see in there are air bubbles. So these are apple candy apple, candy tints, inks. So this is ocean blue, green and black, which the black I'm going to do like maybe 2, but I'll see what it looks like after 1 drop, just so that it's kind of transparent, because I'm going to use labradorite crystal chips. I've got bluish, these are gorgeous, glass pebbles in an oblong shape, and also some clear glass pebbles to go with it. So plus an interference blue, and I think that's generally how it goes. Let's see what's happening. Bit of the subject, you found it. Okay, might have to remind me of that later. And good, how am I? I'm well, thank you, Sue. Thank you for asking. All right. So now you just need to work out how much do you want of each color. How much green do I want? How much blue do I want? I think I want about an even amount. Even the black, because it's going to be a very pale black. And probably not so much of the interference blue. So majority in there. And approximately the same in here. Over to this one. And then it's a little bit for that interference, but then I'm not actually going to use this cup. I'm going to keep this aside. There's a tiny bit of resin in there if I feel like I'm going to need it. I think that stick's going to pull that cup over, so I better pull that out. All right, let's see what's happening. Scrape that into there. Fabulous. The Artist's Haven. Hello, Tish. How you going? Mandy, you know, I think I did see an email about that. Was it in an email? I was going to get in touch with her and see. Seven. Those new chameleon colours from JR, I would love to try those. So these are premium ink, and they're candy inks. So they're very fluid, and you probably can't see that, or can you? Don't actually know how much to add, ideally. So about that amount is what I'm going to work with. And stir it in. So that would be very transparent. But I'm thinking that might be enough for what I'm after. So let's see. Right. Alright, so there seems to be little stringy bits, so you might need to, this might be the inks that need a little bit of extra mixing in time, so I'll just let that sit and settle as it is. Where are we going? Baby cakes. Yeah. Yep. They look amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think for now, maybe just pick your favorite color combination and just order that one. So they need a good stir. They have that ball in there. You can hear it. So clearly they have a settlement area. So drops of blue in there. That plane coming over. Sorry about that. It happens. Andy, yes, it was in an email. Some colours, metallics are $5. Wow, I still have some Artisu pigments and everything in my cupboard. I always said too, oh, we'll catch up. And wow. Yeah, she's actually not far from me as well, so. Alright, so that blue looks lovely. It looks dark in the cup, but when you pull it out, you can see that it's transparent with the stick. And howdy. yeah, it's a shame, but I think there was something about you moving on to other things. So I'd love to see what that's going to involve. If these inks are like fluoros, they go like marshmallow if you put too much in. Good to know. Where are you in Aussie? Not that far away from you, Sue. I am west of Brisbane. So this is the black. So not too much. One drop. That is literally, and let's see. Get a smoky haze maybe. And maybe it's a good thing then, let's hope. Yeah. I'm sure what she's going on to is going to be amazing. So that might be, it is just that smoky, kind of very pale. I think I may need one more drop. You're at Redcliffe. Oh, okay. That's cool. So what's that? Probably just over an hour's drive away from me. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you were talking about IKEA at North Lakes. Yep. So yeah, just over an hour. Yeah. So while I'm mixing here, I'll just invite those who aren't already there. I have created a Facebook group. I resisted for a long time, but I discovered over time that when people were asking me how they could share what they've done with me or anything like that, I realized that a Facebook group would be the place for that. So I created it under, like, with the premise of sharing, creating our works, sharing them, inspiring and encouraging others, and helping out. So if you're on Facebook and you go into the search bar, if you have a look for creating and sharing with Tracy, don't forget the E in Tracy. Yeah, send through a request to join. It's not long started, so we're building it up and getting a few things shared in there, which is lovely. So this is the interference blue. I don't know how much of it will show, but I'm willing to try it against the colours of the ink. It's only a small amount. Sorry for my typos. Typing sideways on my pillow. Oh, guess what? No worries. No problem. No stress. You've got your coffee now, Tish. That's awesome. I love that. Out Sanford Way. Sanford. If I'm not sure of the name, I guess I'm not that way. I'm out Ipswich Way. Most resin goes to marshmallow for you, Tish. Yeah, sometimes it's really hard to do all the mixing and everything and then get to it. And if it doesn't go your way, you have to work it a little bit more, and then it's been sitting there for even longer. So first off, I might just actually use this clear to pretty much do a baby coat on the glass. So as Erica says from Artist Till Death, grease the pan. I'll get that going. Now I know it's really hard for you guys to see, but as soon as I get some colours down, it will really help with that. Okay. So this is a really light thin coat going over of the clear, just so that the other pigments in the resin, the other resin, will glide more, slide more, and not cause too much friction on the glass. So because it's already got some resin down to help it move. Okay. Oh yeah, I need black, but okay. Grease the pan. Yes, absolutely. There are so many amazing artists out there that are doing it in this way of teaching and showing others how to do it, so that they can find that bit of extra confidence to do it themselves. I'm just going to torch this first layer. So it's also going to warm it a little, as well as clear away any bubbles that might be there. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to start with some colours to get them out of the cup, because there's, you know, just over half a cup sitting in there in close contact with each other. So it looks like the amount of resin I've done is going to be plenty. That's awesome. Nothing worse than running short. And no, I don't think put too much in. Just what coats the stick kind of thing. Yes. Alright. So adding that green in now. It's very pretty. What I am seeing is all these bubbles, so I'm not sure that there's any like ink that didn't meld away or anything like that, because from all I can tell right now is that let's just have a look at this. There's lots of bubbles, and that might be it. So as soon as I torch it, I'll be able to see that all my ink was potentially. So this one I'm going to do different. Drop the stick. All mixed in thoroughly. Yeah, see this. I'll do this one, and then I might have to add some more black to that. So now I've added approximately about the same amount that was in the others. So it's definitely coming through black as the Ace of Spades now. Just mix that through. And just while that sits there for a moment, after mixing, I'll add some of these pebbles and crystals. I think I'll start with these oblong ones, and they are kind of like the feature because of their shape, and I want them to sit right down and grab hold in that resin. Alright, let's go another one that way. So just putting a little bit of pressure on them when I put them down, and I can actually see the resin clear away from underneath. You know when you've got water under something and you just push all the water out? See, the air gets pushed out. Okay. Go this way again. Come up to there. Trying not to actually touch the top of any of the stones with my resin fingers. So wiping that off now. Alright. So we'll leave that there. We'll go on to these smaller ones. So just kind of placing them around the bigger ones, so they might look a little bit more like bubbles. Also trying not to make them too symmetrical or anything like that, just a little bit random. There. And then after these have all been laid down, I'll torch the resin, clear away some of these bubbles, just that it is all looking well in that area. I'll just do a double bubble there. So these are like vase fillers or something that you can get from your cheap shops, your discount shops. I do like them. It's when you're able to do something and you can just add that beautiful extra touch to it. So, alright. Okay. So let me try and bring him in a bit closer because I can't, because now that I can actually see as well where the resin glass is. That will be good. Okay, so we'll torch it now, clear away some bubbles. Oh wow, yep. Okay, so that definitely made a big difference to what I'm seeing. So now we'll go in with some of the black that's been mixed up and left to sit for a moment and do some fine lines and blobs. Now I don't feel like I can go through the crystals. There we go. That's crystals, the glass pebbles. So that's what I've learnt for right now. Do glass pebbles when you know you've got your colour features down. Alright. So it looks all higgledy-piggledy right now. But we are going to pull out the magic comb and create some features to it. Okay. Add a little bit more blue around some of the edges and throughout. Add a little bit more green before we grab the hair pick. Alright. And then this is that interference blue. So no guarantee it'll even show up, but I'm willing to give it a bit of a go. Oh, it's beautiful. So I'm going to empty the entire contents of the cup into this one. Come right in close to the pebbles. All right. Looking good, thank you, Mandy. We'll give it a little bit of warmth and also try and see if I can get one of these Legos to come further out here. Maybe that will help. I'm starting to sag a little bit, which is something that I'm commonly struggling with. Oh dear, that's not an aging thing either. I'm talking about Resin. Tell me, did any of you guys pick up on that? Because after I said it, I was just like, oh. All right. Time to do my hair. Hair, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't going to say a single thing. Oh dear. Oops, that's a little bit funny. Okay. Alright. So this is my adapted hair pick that when I first got it, found the prongs were too close to each other. So I removed every second one. And I find that this spacing is much nicer. So now to just, let's see. Let's run this through It's definitely an aging thing for you. Oh dear. But sagging wasn't even the word I meant. I meant like dripping. But that's okay. Oh dear. Alright. I'm just going to run through lots of different ways, creating patterns, coming into the edges near the pebbles, coming back out. So lots of beautiful effects happening over there. I know you can't see it very well. So let's change that. Here we go. So that's how it's looking. Come back over here and do this side. So come down and around, sweep back up, just keep changing directions and like whether or not it's a bit of a wavy pattern. Coming off the edge, coming back through. Sorry, I hope my hand wasn't in the way for most of that. That looks excellent. Sam, thank you. So it's also kind of like swiping because you can start flat like that and then as you go round turn it and lift it up so you can end just on one prong. So that area looks very busy. Let's come over here. So I've started flat here, but then I can turn it, come back a bit, go in and around, lift it up those edges to come in between some pebbles. Throw a random spiral in there because that's what I do. But then cuts as well because there's no other spirals. Not tonight. So just completely running through different directions. All over. And you can do this with acrylic pouring or the resin and maybe alcohol ink. It might be something worth trying. So that looks pretty cool to me. I think I might leave it there. Just got to find a home to put that. So I love how it crosses over the other lines, creating new lines. All right, so now into this middle section, bring you over a little. I'm going to add some labradorite and just a sprinkle around the glass pebbles. try and change hands for you. Okay. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. And leave a comment below for those watching the replay. And share it with others who might also appreciate it. That's a really fantastic way, without any stress or concern, of contributing by sharing to the channel. So that is amazing. I really appreciate that. And that was a huge chunk. That's okay, that happens too. And that one. I can't really feel them in the, oops, through the gloves. And do you want to grab that one? Bring it over here. Alright, so we're just about done with that. So mostly I just want to say thank you so much for coming in and seeing what I had going tonight. You guys are all pretty amazing, and I'm so lucky to have you here. Okay. And one out here. So I'm happy to keep that at a very subtle amount like that of the crystals. Give this one a new home. Oops, because he's on top of the glass. Let's go with here. And this one. There we go. So that's settling in quite nicely. I think that's a little bit beautiful. And I will have to go around and wipe away the drips underneath. So, oh yeah, you're welcome. Well, so appreciate you guys. You have no idea. Well, I'm not going to say you have no idea because I can't speak for you, but it really is very much appreciated. So this is the actual frame that the glass came out of. So nice mitered edges, mitered corners. Yeah, so I'll have a look at what I think. I might post it in the group eventually once this is cured and I put it in place, as to whether or not I keep the frame the same color or whether I paint it. So, great job, very pretty, thanks Mom. We're lucky to have you here too. Aw, you're beautiful, thank you. You have wet stuff falling. It pretty much rained here all day, Sue. Did you have it all day? Very pretty, thank you, Tish. So, Tish, you have Artapalooza in the morning, is that correct? Before we sign off. On and off, yeah. Awesome. I think I like a little bit of on and off because it gives the rain time to soak into the ground so that it doesn't just skim off the surface. So, she does. Look at you, Sue. You're all up on this. Are you on there tomorrow? 7 p.m. Central Time. Awesome. Artapalooza is on at 7 p.m. Central Time, which in Tish's time is today. In our time, it is tomorrow. So, yes, Sue is awesome. All right, lovely. So I'm just going to run the torch over this one more time. And we shall get down to it. See if I can give you another close-up. Go around all the crystals in case there's air introduced around those. This, I also might have to babysit this for a little bit, just to make sure that any further bubbles that come to the surface are cleared away, because it is transparent and you will see them. So, yeah. Da 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 da. All right. Fabulous. Thank you so, so much for being here. And you guys are amazing. Let's have a quick look. An island of glass and crystals in that center. With the magical foam effects. Yeah, it is really hard to see. But some areas are better to see than others, like there. So, love it. Gorgeous. Thank you. All right. So, something a little bit different. Something I've been meaning to try for a while is to do the glass for the frames. So, thank you so, so much for being here. All right. Please, if you have to go anywhere at the moment, take care. Pretty. Thank you, Sue. And, yeah. Be kind. Be creative. And be fabulous. Bye.